For a long time, I didn't know how to balance surrender with taking action. I truly wanted to be surrendered, but when it came to real life situations, I felt confused. I didn't know when it was time to take action and what kind of action I needed to take, and when it was time to just be surrendered and see how things unfold for me. And I feel like there were three main reasons for that confusion. The first reason was that I didn't understand our nature as human beings toward either being or doing. I'm going to explain this in a moment. The second reason was that I didn't understand true surrender yet. And the third reason was I wasn't aware of ego's tricks in a spiritual disguise at the time. So today I'm going to share these reasons with you. These are very common reasons, and I'm hoping that this will help you be clear about how or when it's time for you to take action and what kind of action to take. The first reason that helped me have this balance was understanding my true nature. Some of us, including myself, have this tendency more toward being. Others have more tendency toward doing, and that's just our nature. So some of us that have this tendency toward being have a different approach to surrender. We behave differently when we are surrendered. And this part of people that are more interested in being, they may have more difficulty living in this world that is so action oriented, and we may not fit in as easily as the others that have more tendency toward doing. But it's easier for us to tune back into our intuition and receive guidance and know when it is time to take action and what kind of action to take. Even the ones that are more into being, if we have ignored our inner voice or our inner guidance for a long time, that voice might have been very quiet right now, but we can always tune back in. It's just our nature. We can tune back in more easily than others. The more we pay attention to our inner voice, of course, it gets stronger. Here is a video that can help you receive the guidance you have been looking for. Now, for those of us that are more interested in doing, taking action can help them course correct themselves and move forward in life. But they need to remember that we are spirits having a human experience. We didn't come to this world just to do and kind of lose ourselves in constant action. We came to this world, earth, to take action as well as being. But we also need to remember that what is more important than taking action is remembering our connection with our true essence, with our being, with our spirit. Remembering that connection and making that a connection the most important thing in life can help them not get too attached to the result of the actions they are taking. Also, it can help them not to miss out on the joy of taking action, because if we are in, we came here to take action, we also came here to enjoy that actions. And the other thing is that it allows a space for the guidance they can to receive before taking too many actions. The second reason I used to feel confused when it came to taking action was I couldn't really understand the true meaning of surrender yet. At the time, I thought that surrender just meant stopping what I was doing and wasn't working and then waiting. When the waiting didn't give me the result I wanted in life, then I was ready to learn what true surrender meant. I realized that true surrender wasn't waiting. True surrender is not just sitting around and doing nothing. True surrender is not falling into apathy and depression. True surrender is giving up on resistance to what has already happened or manifested in my life. And that resistance usually comes in the form of mental judgment of that situation that has already happened, or a negative emotional reaction to what has already happened. Here is a video that can help you with true meaning of surrender. When I learned the foundation of true surrender from Eckhart Tolle, I started looking at my life challenges in a whole new way. I realized that surrender is a state of being, and it can only happen when I flow with life, when I have no resistance to what has already happened or manifested in my life. And life always brings up challenging situation, right? But when I am surrendered, I can clearly see if there is anything I can do to improve that situation. Sometimes there is nothing I can do to improve a situation, and that in that situation, surrender means being at peace with that situation until the opportunity for change comes about. It might be around the corner, nobody knows. But when I see that there is something I can do to improve that situation, I take action. But that action comes from a surrendered place. That's what Eckhart Tolle calls surrendered action. The way I understand it is that it doesn't come out of, like, for example, fear of something bad is going to happen if I don't take action, or it doesn't come out of being mad at that situation that has already happened. It doesn't come out of a negative emotional reaction. It comes from the acceptance of that situation. But will this action that I'm taking give me the result I want? I guess nobody can say that for sure. But to stay surrendered, I accept that this action I'm taking may not give me the result I want, but there is always the possibility that there might be something better for me right around the corner. Or I'm meant to learn something through taking action to improve this situation. The last reason I felt confused and it was if it was time for me to take action or not, I think that that question, if it was time to take action, was not a real question, really. It was just a distraction from what I intuitively knew I needed to do. I knew what kind of action, or if it was time for me to take action, but I was just distracting myself. The ego was tricking me into thinking that I was confused, but in reality, I wasn't really confused. I was just too scared to take that action, or deep down, I didn't believe I could actually do it. When I realized and when I understood or became aware of that trick, I was able to let go of that confusion and take the action, or at least, tell myself, be honest with myself and say, I'm scared to take this action, or I don't think I can do it. And then find a process to just move through that fear or that disbelief in me. But I wasn't confused anymore, so I could let go of that confusion, and later I could take action to improve that situation. So I hope all of these reasons and my experience can help you gain clarity and take action when it is time for you to take action. Sending you all my love. Until next time.